Alright, so first game, always lovely to see Heck. Do I have the volume on? I guess I'll hear it when the dogs come out. Alright, so Teal's top left, which is Josh. Top right, we have Dazzle. Bottom right, we have Zlatan. And bottom left, we have Nash. So we have a good corner game here. So both these teams, with Red Alert 2 players, you can say. So they're feeling pretty comfortable on this mode. Somebody who has impressed me a lot in these past tournaments is Nash. Nash has been playing really well. Don't forget Dazzle. Dazzle ended up taking second place in the second chance tourney. So they're doing really good. They're improving so much. Right. Early drones. Remember how dangerous drones are in Red Alert 2. If the miner isn't directly looking or aiming at the drone, then the drone will most likely go in. And look at this, things like this can happen. Teal's losing his focus. Oh, loses his drone, loses focus. Miner's sitting for now. He is pushing though. Oh, both players pushing at the same time. Here comes Nash toward Zlatan. Josh's miner still sitting. Yeah. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Zlatan defending pretty well. He moves all his miners from the right side, puts them in here. He can protect them himself here. He won't get hit from the background. And Josh seems like he's in defense mode now. He did take out the power, so he slowed Dazzle down a little bit. It looks pretty even on the top side, actually. Josh has an extra miner, but Dazzle has an extra tank. Oh, miner still chasing that drone around. Nash on 3 miners. This refinery not in the best place. 4 miners now for Dazzle. He's doing okay. He's recovering nicely. Goes in for the attack, loses a lot of his fodder. Nice defense by Josh. Doesn't overcommit, just plays his sentries, plays around his sentries. Pretty even trade. I'd say that Dazzle comes out losing because he lost most of his fodder. But I think both players didn't lose a tank. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Nash is struggling still. Looks like Zlatan puts a refinery down, sells his MCV, and is probably going to get ready to go. He's going to fodder up. He's like another Miko's. He's Miko's 2.0 though, because this guy's relentless as well. He'll make dog after dog after dog. Josh pushing in. There's a desolator right in between all the dogs. Dazzle doesn't deploy it. He didn't want to deploy it under his own army as well. That kind of costs him though, because now Josh is looking really good up top. Can Dazzle defend this? A lot of tanks to defend, honestly. I don't think so. Nash trying something cheeky here. Sending a couple tanks to the top. Zlatan knows he's coming in. And he's still making dogs. Good play. Still making dogs. He doesn't have any money, but he's still making dogs. Look at this fodder now. I mean, we know the game is over, but there's still so much fodder. Ah, half of it just gets ran over though, but that's still fodder doing its job. Well played by both teams. Nice little back and forth. Good defense by Zlatan at the bottom. He got double teamed there for a little bit, but held pretty damn well. So game one. Going to die fighting. Exodus players get the game number one. What's up, Berg? What's up? Oh. Divide freezes over. Nice map. HC versus Spartan is happening soon as well. So hopefully we can tune in on that after this, if they haven't already started. Well, I don't know. I just told them that I'd be starting, or I'd be ready soon, but I don't know how soon. To be honest, I don't know how long these games are going to take. I think that this is going to go for a couple games, honestly. I think GR is going to make a little comeback. We might see game 7. All right, another creation of Josh here. So he's playing on home territory right now. He knows exactly what every inch by inch of this map looks like. I don't know if that's going to help him, but at least he knows what it looks like. The first game was pretty close, honestly. A little good back and forth at the beginning. It started getting one-sided toward the end, just because it looked like Nash wasn't recovering as well as the rest of the players. He was on 3 minors, and one of them long distance mining. Even Josh had him sitting miner for a long time too, and he was still able to recover pretty good. All right, so we have right versus left on this map. Team GR on the right side, Team Die Fighting on the left side. Zlatan on the top versus Dazzle this time, so we have a little mixture of opponents. Last time Josh was straight up against Dazzle, a little help of his teammate. This time they're swapped. Alright, looks like Nash goes miner and Josh goes 0. He going straight tanks. Putting the pressure early on. Nash has a drone that's following though. Zlatan as well goes 0. And Dazzle goes 1. Ooh, nice play there. Josh distracting the miner, getting some shots in with the tank, and throwing in his drone in the tank. Lands it. Both drones land, but Nash only hits the tank. The tank was well sacrificed for that one. Zlatan's sitting on 4 miners. Dazzle's on 4 miners as well. 5 miners for Zlatan now. So he went a miner then? He must have gone a miner. 4 miners for Josh and 3 miners for Nash. He's the one who lost the miner. Zlatan pumping out those dogs already. Pushing Dazzle back. Dazzle was straight up in his base right here. He was knocking in his front door, but now all these dogs are pushing him back. All the way back to his base. Josh meeting Nash right in the center. He has Nash out tanked here. He can win this, especially now that he got high ground. He's making Nash go in a straight line up a hill. Don't know if this is the best idea for Nash. And he got the positioning here. Nice play by Josh. He retreats, doesn't want to risk it. I think he could have still kept pushing with all the fodder he had. But plays it smart, doesn't want to risk it. Meanwhile on the top side, still with the shitload of fucking dogs still coming out. Dazzle making some desos though. Usually he was doing it for, oh, he kills most of his own dogs. And he desos himself. Not good. I was gonna say, usually people try to mirror your opponent. If he spams dogs, you spam dogs. And he was doing it for a little bit too, but he realizes he can just make a couple desos. The desos just push Latin back. He sold his MCV? No, he just made an extra engineer. And I missed the bottom side fight, but it looked like Josh was on the lead there since a bit ago anyways. Nash loses again. That early miner really fucked him up when he lost it. Ooh. Dazzle dies before he gets to deploy.
Player defeated.
But once again, Team Exwis taking it. Zlatan just shows up for the tournaments and goes back to Exwis, sits down by himself and waits an hour for another game. That's me, man. I was doing that shit for a long time. Mikos was doing that for a long time. I'm glad he actually came over here and started playing on here. I think he's liking it now too. I think Zlatan, once he starts seeing the competition, he'll come over here too, because he's pretty competitive himself. He's a good ass player too, man. Mikos is adapting well against Yuri as well, so I'm sure Zlatan can do the same. What did I lie about? Is Zlatan being good? He's alright, man. He's gotten a lot better. Josh and Zlatan both got a lot better throughout the years. I mean, their strategy or Zlatan's strategy is basically the same in every single game. So once you figure him out, then he gets pretty easy. But it's pretty hard still to go against that and trying to figure that shit out. You saw Dazzle. I mean, Dazzle started spamming dogs just like Zlatan, and he's like, you know what? No, I'm gonna make Dazzles, and even that didn't help him, you know. But it was the strategy to go. He just, I don't know, he knows how to play it. Miko's, on the other hand, he does do this a lot in certain maps, but he knows how to play the long game as well. Whereas Zlatan seems like he will most likely rush you at any given point, any map. He'll just decide to sell his MCV whenever he decides to and just go in at you. Anyways, new game here. We got top versus bottom now. And also we have Nash as allied, so that's a good change. I don't think I've seen Nash play in allieds. But like I've said before, there has been a lot of really good allied players pop up out of nowhere recently. I felt like people struggled as allies whenever they swapped as allies for the first time before, but now they just kind of do their thing. Oh, it looks like Josh dog blocked. Calls him out for laming. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think dog blocking is absolutely okay. I don't think there's anything lame at all for it. I think if you're not defending your own base, especially against just a dog that doesn't even attack you, on you, right? Here comes the drone, Dazzle. Looked like he was trying to use his dog to take the first shots, but he didn't even need the dog. Drone just goes right in. And the miner was looking in the direction of the drone, so that's what I mean. Sometimes you have to like click on the drone in order for the miner to kill it. It's different than on Yuri's. Yuri's you can just let your miner do whatever it wants to do and it'll shoot the drone most likely. Unless it's stumping, then you have to control it. The only time you have to really control. Alright, Zlatan moving his MCV. He's on 5 miners right now. Josh is on 4 miners. Looks like he did get droned though, up down here, so he had to make a depot. So it slows him down a little bit. He probably had to cancel that refinery. There's 5 miners for Dazzle. 4 miners for Nash. He has a shitload of Rocketeers already too. Start harassing. We're gonna see how good Zlatan does here, helping out his teammate. Air drag coming down. Josh, he's not taking any chances. Puts down a flak cannon. Already makes flak. Rocketeers coming in for the pressure. Josh has a flak ready though. And lots of tanks coming in now. Zlatan's kind of slacking. Lacking TC. Pushes in now, pressures him. I think he can pressure this area. He needs to get control of here. If he pushes him back out here, then he's in a better position. Because this way, yeah, Nash is just going to keep trying to harass Josh. Josh doesn't want any more of it. He just goes straight in here. Ooh, pretty close fight here. Moves his MCV. I don't think he meant to move his MCV there, to be honest. I think he tried putting down sentry guns, or he made a mistake here for sure. You see Zlatan though, he puts a refinery or a war factory down, pumps out a couple that's drones. Having a little base trade on the bright side. Zlatan has this war factory. Nash doesn't have anything else. This is all he has. 3 buildings here. Looks like Zlatan's gonna carry this game here. Because Josh was looking about dead. Ooh. Yeah, now Dazzle has to pull back. There's no way he can finish this. He has to go back and defend. Josh still has 4 miners, so he's perfectly fine right now. He can recover easily here. Wow. Well played by Zlatan. He went for that base trade. He didn't care. Oh, I didn't update the score for last game, so it's now 3-0. You have to mention pros, or else they don't come. Or actually, I should put survival. I think people like survival. I mean, survival. No, I'm just kidding. That's clickbait, right? Ooh, Nash. He's going Great Britain. Great Britain now. He doesn't like the dog spam, man. He can't handle the dog spam. Zlatan bringing in the X-Swiss meta. I remember when I came to, people would say that your strategies on X's are not going to work on Yuri's, and um, I think they did. Of course, they don't work against Yuri faction, but you can still fight against Soviets and allies with the same strategies that you would use on X's. Nash bottom right, Josh top right, Zlatan top left, and Dazzle bottom left. Top versus bottom. I feel like this game, or this in this specific map, left versus right is better. But top versus bottom is also pretty good. Usually left side, I think, fights for gems more often than right side, don't they? I wonder if it's because it's easier for left side to get to the gems. It's the easiest, I think, for bottom left to get to these gems. Or actually, I don't know. Top right's pretty alright too. Alright, so this is the comeback game. They need to win this game right here. So how confident are you in your Great Britain that you're going to pull it out when you're down 0-3, about to lose the series? Now he has to be pretty damn confident, and he doesn't want to fight against those dogs anymore. So all right, Nash going 0 minor as allies too. Like usually you want to go 1 minor as allies, in my opinion, especially on top versus bottom. I think you're okay to defend if he rushes. But nope, he decides to go 0. He's playing it safe, doesn't want to get rushed. 0, 0. So everybody goes 0 except Dazzle. Dazzle goes 1 minor. Oh, never mind. Here's Zlatan. He goes 0, but then makes a tank. That's what he did last game then, because he had tanks in the beginning, and then he had an extra miner later on. So he just goes a couple tanks, then the miner after. Josh going straight tanks, then he makes another refinery, which makes 3 miners. Oh, here's 4th miner for Zlatan. Oh, and he sells MCV. So what are we gonna see here? We have a sniper ready. We have lots of dogs. Are we gonna see way more dogs and then try to go in on him? He's not even gonna make any air. Looks like he's just gonna spam dogs. Oh, if he takes a shot already. He's making a couple flaks, so he's gonna fill him up with dogs and then go in. Or what do you guys think it's gonna happen here? You can make a drone, try to go around, at least harass. Oh, gonna take the base trade again? Oh, Nash was scared of taking the base trade at that time. He was gonna retreat. A lot of dogs. Those are plastic tanks though. You gotta remember you can't go into miners like that. Yeah, his tanks are really weak. Most of his tanks are really bad. Meanwhile, Dazzle really close to Josh here. Right next to his base. Josh sitting really close against his miners. Playing defense, holding off. Oh, here comes Dazzle with the sniper. He's just gonna lay it up here. He's gonna start sniping a shitload of Zlatan. Oh, I think I called top right Zlatan. But Zlatan's on the top left. Huh. So Dazzle decides to go in and squish and initiate on that tank fight when the sniper was already available here. He could have been a little more patient and then gone in. Oh, bad decision making there. Meanwhile, on the right side, looks like he loses 2 of his miners. He was too distracted with the IFV down here that he didn't even pay attention to the right side. Yeah, and it's a shame he lost his IFV too, right as it was elite. Well, he left it there for a couple of seconds. Now, there's nothing they can do anymore. That's game over. Yeah, honestly, it was looking okay for Team GR. If he was just a little more patient, by him I mean Dazzle, he had a sniper back up there, and all of Slatin's fodder was gonna die slowly but surely. But Dazzle just goes in and initiate. I think it looked like he initiated the fight. It almost looked like. Well, that's GG's. Right, the top side of the bracket's looking a lot better now. Everybody's playing their games, and right after this game, it looks like we're gonna have another game. Sander and Frank versus Gunman and Zain. That's incredible, man. Josh and Zlatan looking stronger than I thought. Nash and Dazzle are not horrible players, so them getting swept like this is it's pretty crazy. I thought it was going to be closer games. Like I said, Nash has been playing really well, and Dazzle's been improving since the last time that I saw him. Well played by Team Xwiz, I'm going to call them. Or actually, alright, so it looks like we might have another game after this game that we're having. Alright, so let me update the series score there. So we got to see the power of Red Alert 2 on Red Alert 2 mode. I wonder if they're going to be able to do that to their next opponents. Which their next opponents are... Who are their next opponents? I need to update the bracket on here for you guys, but let's take a look real quick. I've already updated a little bit, so on the top side, Miti versus GR. That was GR who advanced, and we just saw Die Fighting beat GR. So Die Fighting in the semifinals already, and they will play against. It looks like Spartan won this game. HC. So they're gonna play against the winner of this match actually. So the winner of Spartan and HC hardcore. I don't. Yeah, hardcore. I think that's what they go by. plays against die fighting. Let me. I have the updated bracket, so it doesn't look so sketchy. Okay, we'll leave it like that. All right, this is a little more updated bracket here. The only game I haven't updated yet is the die fighting one and GR that just happened. So we'll have that, and then GR ended up dropping down to the losers bracket, and they're going to be facing EF. So Fonger and Neek, they're ready to play, I believe. I think they're both teams are ready to play, so they're going to get their games done pretty soon. And then One and Unibet are having their games later on today too, right? I think. Question mark. I think they were talking about doing it. Oh yeah. Let me put Canada Tunnel. Yeah, we might see another couple games here in a second. And then tomorrow we're gonna see Meaty versus Undefined on the bottom side there of the bracket, and that's Sash and Pat versus Dissector and Luke. Once those games go in, then Cunts, which is Gino and Cruiser, they're gonna play the winner of those. Then my team, Sexy, in the bottom. We're still waiting for a bunch of teams. Anyways, I think these guys are all in here. We're just waiting on Frank. Yeah, and there he is. Let me change the title for the stream. If anybody wants to jump in and commentate with me, I will be in the tournament lounge, the tournament Discord lounge. More than welcome to jump in. All right, looks like they just want to test for now. So this is not a game. Damn, we got two people that didn't even come in. Yeah. So I'll put Red Alert 2 mode in, and we won't have Yuri, obviously.
defeated. Battle control terminated.
Hmm. Alrighty then. Settings are all set. Stream's on point. I don't have a co-commentator, so I'm writing solo in this one. Everybody's ready. So, here we go. Good luck. Have fun. Pretty nice team comps here. We got Soviet and Allied for each team. I think this is the ideal 2v2 comp that you should have, whether it's America or Korea. The nice Soviet power to back you up. Complements each other so well. We got Sander on the top left, but it looks like Frank is building on it. So Frank's on the top left. Oh, Zain on the bottom left, but it looks like Gunman is building on it. So Gunman on the bottom left. Shitload of fuckery here. So bottom right is Zain, and top right is Sanders. So top versus bottom either way. Everybody's just building on each other's allied, so a little confusing here. Oh, gems aren't being taken. Taking some ore right now. Is he gonna take another batch of ore? That does slow him down a lot. Nah, he goes straight to gems now. He's okay. Looks like a little dog block happening on the top. Positions his war factory pretty fucked up. He didn't even put it to the edge here just in case he wanted to. I remember I used to have a build order where I would put my AFC here, and then I would break, which I now realize that it's probably not the best idea, but I would destroy like half the fucking ore right here, and I would set a refinery right here nice and snug. Oh. Alright, drones are good on red alert, but not that good. I mean, you're going through tanks and miners and shit there. Here comes Red's drone. Just scaring him off. Looks like Sanders forced to push back here. Meanwhile, on the left side, Gunman's having map control over here. And Frank's having to run back and forth. So bottom side in full control of the game at the moment. You can see Zain so comfortable just literally in front of Sanders' base here. Oh. Looks like Frank's trying to reposition himself, trying to get this positioning back. Gunman doesn't want to contest it. He goes for the base trade. He goes around, forces Frank to pull back. Yeah, Sanders is going to have to do something about this here soon. He needs to push Zain back because he's running out of ore here. He needs to have a refinery down here soon. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Zain, well, it's not his MCV, but Gunman moves his MCV to the middle. So even more reason to push them back now. The longer you wait, the harder this game gets if they end up taking middle now. And that's a choke point that you don't want to give. And Gunman got this choke point really early on in the game. He's now controlling the pace of the game, but with this paradrop, kind of does help a lot. So if he wanted to base trade right now, he probably should or can. He can go down this way. It'll force Gunman back. Not sure why he's pushing straight his tanks. He has an idea, different idea than I do. Meanwhile, Zain still pushing Sanders back on the right side. We've got a refinery down now for the middle. It looks like Frank won that Rocky War, so he was able to push in. So Gunman, he has middle now, but he's losing his base. He has no control over his base now. Frank decides to go in for the tank fight there. Just takes his war factory down. Sanders just holding here still. Zain sneaking right through. Not sure what Sanders is looking at right at the moment. But Zain's move is going to be really dangerous here if Sanders can't hold here. It forces Frank's rockets to go back. Meanwhile, he could be using these rockets to defend these rockets here. He's losing complete positioning because of this move here. You can tell how crazy it can affect your side by your opponent doing something just by moving somewhere else. Loses his refinery there. That's huge. Starting to send all his miners to the second level over here instead. One of them finds his way all the way around. Nice paradrop on the top. It's starting to get a little laggy. Trying to snipe that war factory again. So Gunman again loses his war factory. This is the second time he loses war factory back to back. 2 tanks on the top. He did, looks like he lost a lot of tanks here in the process though. Sanders is pushing in pretty hard now and it looks like he can take these 3 free miners right here on the right side. Ooh, my wife just made me a coffee. Fucking fabulous. Delicious. Drones and Desos for Zain, just trying to defend the best he can. Sanders just picking off miners here though. If he can defend this right side here, which is, it shouldn't be hard, it's only 3 tanks, right? It looks like Frank killed the other 2 tanks down here, and Frank's doing a freaking hell of a job, honestly, defending himself and still pressuring, even though Gunman has mid. They're gonna meet each other here in the middle. Nice little sandwich. So a lot of Rocketeers, or enough Rocketeers by Gunman though.
Player defeated.
Yeah, the speed started getting a little bad there toward the end. We can try Donita. Ah, the server's not even here anymore. Or is it lost underneath all the Thai servers? Oh, there it is. I just saw it. So score right now is 1-0 in favor of HC. We're just gonna test this game here. Connection started to getting a little shaky there toward the end. Miami has been okay. We'll try Miami as well after this, just in case this doesn't work. Um, let's see how this goes. The bracket is in the server, in the Discord server under bracket for the 2v2 tournament. I'm not sure if you're in there or not, but I updated it. I updated it this morning as well. We'll see if spamming some units slows down the game here for a little bit. The Red Alert 2, or I don't know what I named it. The Yuri's tournament. Yes, it is morning for me. It looks a little slow actually. Not ideal. It doesn't look bad, but not the best.
Player defeated.
I mean, it doesn't seem that bad, but it did seem that
Battle
when
control terminated.
Sanders left, it got a little smoother. Call them apps now. Good old offense defense. Gets vetoed. Oh, remaster waiting room. I like what Tim said, or Fonger. Remaster 2 waiting room. We're waiting for Yuri's and Red Alert, man. Red Alert 2, I should say. TOE. Alright. These guys know what the best 2v2 maps are, right? Classic. Here we go. Game number 2. Pretty damn close game. Uh, Spartan was in full control, in my opinion, and in the lead for the beginning of that game. I say lead because they had map control. They had map control so well that they even moved MCV to the gems. They just ended up fucking up that little Zain move that he did. It worked out for him. It looked like it was working out for him, but at the end of the day, he ended up going back to base with like no tanks, and Sander just took advantage of that and I guess pounded him. I don't know, man. Frank on the other side, he was being pushed back, but he did really, really well pushing Gunman back after like a good 5 minutes of being played ring around the rosy with. Kills his war factory 2 times back to back. Slows Gunman down completely. No, it's still fucked up. It looks a little better. Like maybe the colors, but I still can't read the money, man. I don't know, like 5K, 1K there, 4K for pounder guy. I think blue is the only one I can actually read. Anyways, uh, shit, I didn't realize that this is top versus bottom here. HC on the bottom side of the map and Team Spartan on the top side of the map. Here's Gunman pressuring early on. Miner's getting harassed. That miner took a lot of shots actually. Be careful with that one. Oh. Nice. Nice little back and forth there. Meanwhile, on the right side, uh-oh. Miner gets droned, and there's a shitload of Connies in your base. What do you do? All MCV? Bam Connies yourself, right? What can you do? Oh, his tank's just dying there. Looks like Spartan's taking the lead this time. Or taking the game, I should say, not the lead. I don't know what I can say about this game. Not really, not much to say. Pretty straightforward. Just spam a shitload of Connies, build toward your enemy, and play sentries there. Pretty well played, if I do say so myself. So score is 1-1 now. Divide freezes over. All right, game number 3. Here we go. I'm hoping some of the Thai players jump into the stream and that they like it and that they tell their friend, their good buddy, 1 million subscriber friend about me. And he's like, hey, what's up, Ed? We should duo stream sometime. And then I go and stream with him, and then I have 1 million subscribers. Is that what I put? Oh, lick link. Honestly, sometimes it's alright. Yeah, it's not the best way to play 2v2s, but and that's subjective, right? Everybody has their own style. Some people like close quarter stuff like that. I know Paf would have loved TOE in those spots. I think he prefers having those spots over left versus right sometimes. I know Neek, he loves land rush games, so he wouldn't mind having a top versus bottom. He loves, I mean, he fucking spammed like hundreds of games on XWiz on land rush games. Nothing but heck freezes over land rush. Everybody has their own style. I don't mind country swing left versus right either, to be honest. TOE is I don't like it as much, but country swing I'm okay with. All right, so looks like we have another left versus right game here. Zain taking over Gunman's base on the bottom right, and Gunman on the top right taking over Zain's MCD. Meanwhile, on the left side, Frank as allies on the top left using America. I wonder if we're gonna see some Korea from him, and then Sander on the bottom right or bottom left. Last game we saw most of the games that Josh and Zlatan played. They went 0 minors. I wonder how these guys are gonna play. 0 minors for Frank on the top, and 1 minor so far for Sander on the bottom. 1 minor for Gunman, and 0 minors for Zain. So as allies, once again, I mean, it works out if it works out, you know. I don't think that it's the best idea to go 0 as allies, because your tanks can't really do much early on. They're kind of too weak. I mean, I guess they can pressure and harass here. And let's see if he can make them work. I say minor is better for allies. Frank making it work. Gunman doing good, holding here. Sander falling asleep. He's gonna lose a minor there for sure. He's left with 3 minors. Loses his main minor. I think this is the money maker right here for a little bit. Nothing but gems. Oh, he did get the drone in though. So Zain on 2 minors and Sander on 3 minors. So Sander's still ahead at the moment. Oh, Zain making another minor. So 4 minors now for Zain. Sander's putting in the pressure now. Here's another drone from Zain. He wants to get Sander's minor. He loses it though, unfortunately. Meanwhile, on the top side, let's see. 3 miners for Frank. He sold his refinery, that's what I was going to say over here. On the left side, he wants to keep grinding this ore over here. 4 miners for Gunman. So Gunman's looking in a better position now than Frank is. Here we see Gunman spamming a shitload of dogs. Looks like he was watching the Zlatan game, taking some notes. Oh. Was that 2 tanks? I think that was 2 tanks, and one of them must have been the really weak one. No, no, here's the really weak one. Did he just lose a tank? He sent only 1 tank in here to kill a miner. I think one other one died here, though. Would have been worth it if he sent 2 of them. Look at this middle, though. Gunman moving his MCV to the middle gems. And Zain putting a refinery down immediately at gems. So we're gonna start seeing some war factory spam, right? He's gonna have a shitload of money after this first dump. Get one of those 2 tanks. You guys 2 tanks. The problem last game when me and Stefan played here is that this whole area right here was unscouted. And I had an idea afterwards when I saw that his MCV was missing. And I went in here and it was gone. And I think that same thing is happening right here. Because Sander, he had the positioning to go up here, but he didn't choose it. And I want to say it's only because he didn't have the vision for this. Because I think anybody would have gone here. We can see Frank going in. Nice by Frank. Gunman forced to push in, taking a bunch of shots by the Rocketeers. Frank killed every single miner there. Very well played. And he can easily defend here, I'm assuming. Saves these miners here, he doesn't lose anything. These Rocketeers are just going to be harassing him too. Zain just spamming drones at this moment. Yeah, Frank just completely turned this game around there. It's still not won. They still haven't done it, but it looks like it's in their favor. However, look at this move by Zain. And Sanders is not there. His tanks are all the way at base still. They're even stopped too. No MCV, no war factory. That's it for Frank. Sander going for the base trace. He's gonna take out Gunman's MCV. However, Zain still has his MCV ready here. So Gunman's gonna have a war factory. Looks like Sander is gonna try to snipe this war factory, but he can just rebuild it. He's gonna have to rebuild his entire base though, right? Oh no, here comes Gunman to defend the rest of his base. No, falling back. Shitload of Dazzles around Gunman's base, so Frank can't really do much, and half of his tanks are really weak actually. There's a couple of red tanks in there too. So it looks like we're gonna see basically for a little bit Gunman versus Sander with the support of Frank until his tanks last. And then we're going to see this until Zain starts rebuilding again, because he still has miners, he still has MCV. He just needs to rebuild a war factory and he's back in the game like nothing happened. These miners need to go and start mining for Sander as well. If he starts sending them to Sander's base, he can protect them, so he doesn't give an elite either. And there's the elite. Now that's going to be a little more frustrating to deal with. Yeah, I'd say the same thing. I thought that Sander was going to just finish most of these shits off here, but looks like he didn't. Are they trying an all-in push here? Oh, does he have another building here? He doesn't have anything else, so all his support is gonna die right now. All these tanks that Sander is pushing with, just boom. Surprise, you're not out tanking anyone anymore. Damn. This was looking really good for Sander and Frank. Sander fell asleep right here. All of Zane's tanks went to the top, and Sander was just chilling here still. Gunman did a really good job holding here. It looks like Frank was on his ass most of the game. He built a shitload of Dazzles. He defended really nice here. It wasn't until he kind of just let Frank slip through here that shit got messy, but really well played by right side. Zain taking advantage of, I guess you can say, him spamming drones and just leaving his base wide open. Sander didn't take advantage of it fast enough. But yeah, these games are getting fucking laggy. It's not fun, but 2-1. Oh, and we can't have any more viewers in here. It's already laggy as it is. um, Miami? I can try Miami. Alright, we're gonna test this here. I'm not sure if that'll be the best bet. We have two Americans, a German, and where is Zane from? I don't know where Zane's from, to be honest. This is oh yeah, Zane's from Pakistan. So this looks really good actually. If they're all willing to play, we said test, but if they want to play, they can play. Oh my god, I can't talk. Everyone? Alright, so they decided to stay with this. It's not a test anymore. Because we did initially start it as a test, but everybody's okay with it. Frank is the only one who just put a question mark, who I feel like hopefully we don't have to struggle with later, and he's going to be like, oh no, the reason we lost is because it was just a test, I wasn't trying. But no, I think everybody's on board. and it's playing really nice. So Miami looks like it's the good server for these players at least. All right, so Zane's on the right side. Sorry, Zain on the right side, Gunman on the top. So we got a left versus right situation here. Got a shitload of Rocketeers from Gunman. He went air first. Sanders getting harassed at his base. He loses one miner so far. He's trying to kill Frank's IFB, but Frank moves it around, runs away, does not get it. 3 miners now for Zain, 2 miners for Sander. On the left side, though, what do we have? Couple tanks harassing Gunman's now. Gunman's base. Gunman just easy pillbox defense. Oh, actually, yeah, he's gonna go straight to this miner. That would be a good idea. Best idea right here. That'll relieve some pressure from Sander. Plus, he might get a... No, he doesn't get that miner. Zain doing a good job retrieving his miner all the way from gems back into this base. He loses a couple tanks. Frank loses a couple tanks because of it, though. But it does give Sander some breathing room. So he's able to recover now. Gunman lost most of his Rocketeers, it looks like. I didn't see when he lost them all. Oh, looks like a paradrop on the left side of Sander's base. He doesn't see it yet. He's going to kill this refinery. He might kill his War Factory too. He's going to kill both of it. Jeez. That's going to hurt. Plus, Zane's in your base. These miners are gone. Yeah, this looks really bad now. This paradrop's still shitting on things in his base. I don't know if this is salvageable anymore. Zain is too far ahead now, too comfortable compared to Sander. Even if Frank wins this top side, I don't think he can come back and beat Zain along with it. He sold his MCV as well, so Sander's holding best he can for now. All these sentries here by Zain helping Gunman. Frank doing what he can. Still adding some pressure, harassment. Oh. Oh, here comes these rockets. They're not gonna die. He's distracted by these paras over here. All the Rockies die. He didn't see this flat cannon go down when he looked away here for a second. The moment he looked away. Oh. Oh, tank action here. Just about to kill that miner. Damn. Frank's doing a really good job keeping himself alive here. Sander with a nice little flat cannon still. I mean, a flat running around. This is actually really helpful right now, especially against these GIs, those Rockies. If he kills this AFC, he's still in this game really good. There's no more Rocketeers now. Oh, he droned the flag. No, that's not good. He had one job. He only had one unit to defend. He had that one flag track. Just focus on the flag track. You got it drone, my dude. Damn, dude, that flag would have helped him so much right here. He didn't have to go back. He can continue the harassment, the pressure, without letting Zain Zain's breathing now. See, he can recollect his thoughts, put more defenses and stuff. Sander needed that flag cannon alive. Or I mean that flag, I keep calling it cannon because it was fucking elite. There's a drone by Sander as well. Just chilling there. Uh-oh. His base. About to lose it. Imagine if he had the flag. Yikes. Well, Frank almost did it.
Player defeated.
Almost won this 2v1 just about. Very, very, very close. Spartan taking the lead 3-1 now. What? Zain vetoed Desert? I don't know if that game was decided by drones. That paradrop destroyed the fuck out of Sander. He missed the paradrop and that's what got him killed. And then even then, Frank was about to win and the drone did fucking enter Sanders flag. And I think if he would have kept that flag alive, I think Frank had a really good shot of winning. All right, so we got a match point here, 3-1 in favor of Spartan. Frank and Sander need to really step it up here. Or honestly, Frank did pretty damn good. Sander needs to step it up in this game, in my opinion. No hate, no hate. He just needs to play a little bit better. All right, so we're gonna see some corner action. Frank's on the top right. Top left is Sander. Oh no, wait, what? Top versus bottom. Gunman bottom left and Zain bottom right. I think this game's gonna go to Frank, honestly. Frank and Sander. I think Sander's gonna be doing okay here, holding. Plus a little bit of air support from Frank. That's gonna make Sanders win this game here. That's my prediction. Zain going 0. Going straight for the harassment. We already got a Rocketeer. What's up? Who's in here? Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I don't think so, John. I don't think it favors, but I don't think that it's the worst thing either. I think he can hold pretty okay. This is the choke point here. So I mean, he can't get his miners harassed, he can't get his buildings harassed. He literally has to pass through here, which is okay for an allied player to hold. That's what would make it really hard for an allied player would be not having a choke point where his miners are getting pushed and nice by Frank there. Baiting the sentry or the pillbox right when he's ready, pushing in. On the left side, looks like he did get a miner over here. Sander droned one of Gunman's miner. Pushing in with 3 tanks versus 4. Gets backup reinforcements here. Sander's sitting in there with 1 extra tank. 2 extra tanks. Sorry. 1 tank's about to die. If he targets tanks, I think he wins that fight easily. He has an extra tank. When it's such a small amount of tanks, you can target. And they're not even that close to his base. I'd say go for it, man. Hit that target right there. Oh, you can't keep retreating though. Most of his tanks started shooting the dogs every time. Right side, that Desolator trying to get Frank's fodder. Frank pulling it back nicely. Gonna create this opening here though. Oh, here comes the plane. Takes Dazzle away. It's gonna force Zain back. He has another paradrop coming down. Alright, let's look at the eco here. 4 miners, 6 miners for Gunman with 2 war factories. On the top side, 6 as well, and 2 war factories. So they're looking pretty even. Gunman now has a couple extra tanks though from that really bad tank fight there. Oh, Zane's just playing around with Dazzles here. We do have 2 jets from Frank, so you can take care of them just in case they get deployed or something. But it looks like he's just playing smart with the Dazzles. He doesn't want to deploy them. He just wants to push Frank back. Loses one of the Harriers for a flak. I don't know if that's the best trade there. Harriers are too expensive for that shit. Flaks are too inexpensive for that. Here's Frank. A little harassment with Rocketeers. Ooh, 1 dog. Solo riding against that Deso. That's ballsy. Deso. Ooh, misses the Deso there. Three war factories now for Sander. Uh-oh, watch your pathing. Alright, let's look at ecos here. 6 miners for top right, and 6 miners for bottom right as well. So, eco-wise, miner-wise, they're both doing the exact same right now. War factory is the same. He's just pumping out a shitload more desos. Right side, pretty even still. Some desos coming out from Gunman. It's gonna push Sander back. So, uh-oh. This is a good deploy right there. Here comes the Rocketeers. So this is gonna help Sanders a lot here. Oh, nice Deso. 2 flags just defending these rocketeers here. 2 war factories, by the way. I didn't see that extra war factory for Frank. So Frank has 2 war factories, whereas Zain only has 1 war factory. Oh, Sander going in. He's about to kill a miner? Question mark? Yep. Gets 1 and is pulling back out. Loses a conscript for a miner. Worth. Harriers still dying. Frank out tanking right now. Oh my god. So Frank playing really fucking well. Zain, since the very beginning, was on his ass, pressuring him. Even mid-game, he started using Desos, flags, pushing in, and he was never able to really do any damage or hard damage to Frank. And until Frank was ready, he just goes right in. Meanwhile, on the left side, Sander bringing in some miners. This is a good play, I guess. I'd say this is fine, but he doesn't have to force it. His teammate just won, you know. But it's alright. He's still winning. He's doing okay, pushing in. Sander doing really well on this game as well. So Sander and Frank using the Red Alert 2 mentality, which is war factories, war factories, war factories, and dogs, of course. Whereas Gunman, more of the Yuri's mentality, ended up going super weapons, and Zain also wanted to go super weapons there. Now, it didn't pay out though. Super weapons did not work out at the end. So, game number 4 goes to HC, makes it a series. It's true, man. You gotta annihilate your opponent no matter what. Caverns, okay. Let me tell these guys to lick my link here real quick again. Turn. 2 versus 2, Red Alert 2, 2 versus 2, Red Alert 2. All you need. All right. Here we go. Game number 6. Alright, we have Zain on the top left against Frank on the top right. Sanders on the top or bottom right, and oh, Gunman bottom left. So Gunman's gone allied 2 times this series. The allied heck game, and it looks like Caverns here now. Oh wait, no, allied. Coldest he was allied as well. He's the only one that's been swapping in and out from Soviets and allies. Frank's been staying consistent allies throughout the entire series. What's the point building in your allied's base? It just depends. Sometimes allieds, for example, sometimes don't want to have this spot. And in my opinion, bottom left is pretty hard for an allied player to hold because it's so open. You can put a pillbox here, and you're just wasting your money, honestly, because he can just go around over here and harass you here, etc., etc., etc. Whereas here, you don't. He doesn't have as many options to go around and to attack you. You have more of a controlled place. That's what I would take as why they swapped in this case. Also preferences. Sometimes people just prefer a different spot over another. I know for a while me and Stefan would swap bottom left and bottom right because he liked bottom left. Or no, he didn't like bottom left, so I would take his bottom left just because he didn't like it. I didn't mind it, but it was just a preference thing. Oh. Oh, I think he could have actually gotten that miner, but he ends up taking the tank, which is good still as well. Oh no, Zain abusing the fact that he had to shoot his own tank, which he didn't have to shoot his own tank, by the way. He could have grabbed that tank and went in against that fight. That would have been a 5 versus 3 tanks. Or 4 versus 3 tanks. Meanwhile, on the left side, Gunman losing his base. Oh no. Paras, Rockies. So Sanders just has to hold here, and Frank's gonna win this. He has to go back. He must retreat. He put the flak cannon up top too, so he doesn't have a flak cannon for this side, and it doesn't look like he has the barracks, or Gunman doesn't have a barracks, so he can't put a flak cannon for him either. He takes his, oh, he's gonna go for a power. That's smart too. I was gonna say barracks, he won't be able to build another flak cannon, but power works just as well. So Sanders just spam some drones. Don't give them elites. Save these miners. Put them behind your sentry guns out there. Make them chase your miners. It's too easy if you just let them take them. Guess it doesn't really matter. Oh. Frank killing both MCVs at the same time. Damn. That game was won already. Zain said GG probably. Like, got my guy. Hold. Did not work out as planned. 3-3. Yikes. Nail biter. Here it is. It's kind of like the series we had against Spartan. Me and Stefan played yesterday, I think. We beat them 5-4, just barely. Country swing. Righty. 3-3. They still have a veto just in case they wanted to veto, but I don't think they're aware. And if I mention that there's a veto, it's kind of like saying you guys should veto this, so I don't say anything. I stay out of it. Okay. Add a little bit of pressure into all of their heads. What? This is the last game? Palms are sweaty. Mom spaghetti. Here comes Frank in his Rocketeer Getty. I don't know, dude. Well, he better be scared of Frank this series. He's the he's the one that's been doing the most work in this series, as far as like damage done to entire teams. If there was a damage chart, I think that Frank would be like double everybody's damage right now. Honestly, that would be better flipped around because I think I think if anybody's throwing up right now, it'd be Sander. Sander spaghetti all over Frank's fucking shirt, man. All right, so we're gonna have another left versus right game type situation, but it looks like bottom right is building, or team HC is building on the bottom right there together in the same place. Zain, on the other hand, on the top side, he's building on his own base, so he has a refinery up there. Will he build a war factory down here? Yes, he builds war factory here. This is good. This is good still. It kind of leaves you exposed out here, though. Uh-oh. A power plant? It looks like it was like message was relayed a little late. I don't know if the reactor up here is good. I wouldn't like it up there. Ooh, flat cannon on the back. He loses power when he puts another refinery, so the Rocketeer ends up surviving. He didn't even take a shot, actually, it looks like. Yeah, this is... They should have vetoed this, in my opinion. But let's see if Frank can pull it off. He's been doing really good lately. He has 4 eagles already. What is Zain doing? Okay, Zain's going around killing his... He needs to build another power here right now before he loses his MCV. He's going to be low power for the rest of the game. That's not good. You don't want that, man. Oh, he's going for the war factory. Uh-oh. He loses 1 jet for it. 2 jets? No, just 1 jet for it. And Sander taking advantage of the bad positioning here. They both go in. Oh no, no war factory for Zain either. 4 tanks at your miners. What do you do now? Wait, Sander. Don't go in there. He's going straight for the war factory. I don't like this idea by Sander. Why did he sacrifice his tank like that? He should have stayed on the outskirts. Killed powers, killed miners. He didn't have to force this fight right here. Nice. He's sacrificing all his jets, but I think they're paying off. He needs to repair this. Oh, Rocketeers are harassing his refinery now. He has no... Oh, here he has his flex. He has his flex. He does have 2 flex. What? Does he get them in time? Is he going to get it in time? No, he's going to lose that refinery. This is this is actually really fucking good by them. Frank picking off the fucking flags, picking off war factories, picking off refineries. Meanwhile, Sander is just picking off tanks here. Good teamwork by both of them right now. What can you do if you're in Zain's and Gunman's position? I'll tell you what you can do. You can sell your MCV. I think you're broke and you need money for something. You only have 2 miners. I know you're against selling MCVs, but it's what you have to do in this case. He does. If he does sell MCV, he won't be able to rebuild that war factory though. Never mind. Bring your MCV with you. Actually, bring it over here. Get a shitload of connies and sell all these sentries and start building sentries closer here. I don't know. You gotta do something though, cause your entire base is getting picked off. Oh, here's a flat cannon now. Oh, these Rockies, they're just gonna die. He doesn't see the flat cannon. He looked away there for a second. Oh, and he's gonna get another war factory. Jesus. Wait a minute. When did Sander lose his other miner? He had two miners here, no? I didn't see. Damn. One thing that Sander can do right now, or what he should do, my recommendation, is split off his tanks. Send 4 tanks up top. Start killing all of Zane's shit up here. Gunman's not going to be able to do anything. Don't force it here when you can kill Zane's base, you know what I mean? You can go up to his base. You only need like a couple tanks here to defend. Frank can help you. If you need help, Frank's going to have tanks out here. Needs to go up here, kills MCV, kills power, kills all this shit, kills all his miners, fuck. Come on, split it. Go around. What Frank can do too, he can just kill the flat cannon. You can just snipe this flat cannon with 5 eagles as well. That way it just takes it out of the picture. Oh, here's a flat cannon behind this base too. Or behind the war. Now Zain has a shitload of drones, so he's not going to be able to just split and kill all this shit as easy. I don't know, man. I feel like they could have won like five times this game already. Sander needs to make another miner. They're gonna have no ore here anymore anyways. Why does he keep pressuring where he has all the fucking defenses here, dude? It's stressing me out. Don't do that. Fuck sakes, my dude. Refinery? He has another refiner over here. Oh, look at you! You figured it out! That you didn't have to attack over here. You moved your tanks. Congratulations. Wow, dude. I'm sorry to be so rough on you, Sander, but I just got frustrated watching some of that shit, dude. It just made you just made the I feel like the wrong decision in this case here. Targeting the war factory here was your first mistake, then coming back into all these sentries. But either way, well played by both of them. God, you did so well too, taking advantage of Gunman and Zain attacking here so poorly. You had that shit, man. Again, I'll remind it. Much easier for me to criticize when I'm watching from the observer's perspective when I don't have to realize or uh, get stressed over what I'm doing, my next move, what I'm building next, who's attacking me where. I'm just watching, so I understand that part, and I'm sorry. But still, you fucked up. So, Congratulations, Spartan. You guys take this win 4-3, and you guys make it to the semifinals.